Chapter 66: How It Feels to Be Viral Me, Effective Labor in Asian American YouTube Performance by Kristen Bakarisa-Balance. Jimmy Wong's Ching Chong Asians in the Library song is a satirical love song addressed to Wallace and distinguished itself from the hundreds of other ranting and remix response videos. Opening with an excerpt from the offending party's original post, as she mockingly renders a scene of Asians answering their cell phones in the library with an "ooh, ching chong ling long ting tong." Wong's video quickly shifts into a style and staging commonly associated with online vlogs. Wong's video evidences the unstable divisions between amateur and professional that is characteristic of the video sharing website YouTube, ones that have helped redefine contemporary media production. In order for YouTube video to go viral, it must actually incorporate emotional hooks, key signifiers that catch the attention and sensibility of a particular audience. While sites like YouTube, by hosting such videos, enable the process of viral video making, these videos' successful transmission from one user to the next requires what media scholar Henry Jenkins has termed a larger participatory culture of related blogs, social networking sites, and mass media coverage. With these paradoxical and performative features, viral media has ushered in, according to journalists and industry insiders, a new generation of Asian American YouTube stars. All but absent in the Hollywood star system and on the Billboard charts, Asian Americans such as Ryan Higa, Niga Higa, Kevin Wu, Kev Jumba, and Wong Fu Productions dominate YouTube's most subscribed lists. Bakarisa-Balance uses an analytical language of media studies while purposely falling more in line with the central theoretical concern of performance studies, to envision what these enactments might mean for their audiences. This perspective falls out of the reception studies' qualitative scope and often concealed by the whitewash of fan studies. Many critics have heralded YouTube as a launching pad for Asian Americans, a group otherwise lacking representation in U.S. mainstream pop culture. Yet others maintain the opposite view. It is actually young Asian Americans whose aesthetics and business sense have helped change the face of online video. Today's Asian American creative hopefuls do not merely accede to, but actively exploit social media and information sharing platforms such as YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and blogs as what was described as C3 as their new calling card. To further aid this generation in negotiating and navigating between community and commerce, C3 panels focused on the entrepreneurial nuts and bolts necessary to succeed online: copyright and intellectual property rights, effective modes of branding, distribution and news reporting, and crafting performances to capture audiences. Along with its ability to infiltrate and infect, the viral has the power to replicate. So while some journalists and media organizations view YouTube as an open stage for Asian American performers, artists themselves look to the website as an alternative avenue of cultural production. The category of YouTube celebrity or YouTube star consists with entrepreneurial vloggers such as Jimmy Wong, culture producers who collaborate with other artists and partake in the site's daily life as active consumers. As a communication genre, vlogs derive from such media antecedents as webcam culture, personal blogging, and the more widespread confessional culture that characterizes television talk shows and reality television, while also adhering to current social media mandates to invite critique, debate, and discussion. To succeed in today's participatory culture with its own logic of effective economics, the larger U.S. entertainment industry has had to rethink how it does business. No longer able to merely distribute content in a top-down fashion, organizations and performers, whether amateur or professional, nonprofit or profit-driven, are forced to devise new forms of audience outreach and engagement. However, as critics have noted, the probability of a YouTube video going viral hinges precisely on the qualities of authenticity and eagerness. In other words, to catch an already distracted viewer's attention, viral videos must exude an air of amateur production versus the slick professional and therefore controlled aesthetics of mainstream Hollywood or television sources, and mobilize key signifiers that resonate with a particular community or subculture. Once struggling in a constrictive media system that viewed its films and performances as unprofitable and the idea of an Asian American audience as mute, indie Asian American artists have reaped the most benefit from social media's democratic promise. Already engaged in analog forms of virality, such as do-it-yourself filmmaking, word-of-mouth advertising, and informal networks of production, Asian American artists and entrepreneurs have easily shifted into digital mode. The success of viral media depends upon 1. A niche or subculture's active participation through online networks, such as websites, blogs, and social networking directed at its particular needs or concerns, and 2. Its knowledge of and ability to craft emotional hooks, key signifiers that touch upon a shared set of effective investments and affiliations. Asian Americans' particular use of viral media points to the virtual diaspora's simulated and representational elements, in turn to the performative and effective dimensions of the symbolic ethnicity of Asian Americans. For both U.S. and foreign-born Asian Americans who maintain connections to homeland politics and family networks, digital technologies allow for quick, inexpensive communication across time zones and national borders. Therefore, as Linda Ling has noted, the Asian diaspora is an imagined community experienced largely over the internet and best characterized as virtual. While the virtuality of Asian America traffics in both the simulated and representational, it also gestures towards an extensive cluster of real-world implications and everyday situations. In the case of YouTube performances such as Jimmy Wong's Ching Chong Asian the Library parody, the Asian American attitude today references a broader set of emotions than just anger and rage, but still performs the effective labor of transforming alienating episodes into a common understanding. Bakariza Balance argues there is a need for another set of protocols, an audience-centered analysis of value of Asian American YouTube performances. By invoking a certain set of shared affects for Asian American youth audiences, YouTube stars, vlogs, songs, parodies, skits, and cover performances produce something intangible, a feeling of ease, well-being, satisfaction, excitement, passion, even a sense of connectedness or community.